Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to hang out in between videos, come check out the Discord. We're also doing exclusive content over on Patreon. We've got a schedule up in the community tab, but we're doing things like competition shows, K-dramas, and content from groups here on the channel, like Ateez. Today is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm still not thrilled with the way that I have these kind of concert reviews set up at the moment. I gotta figure something out about how to do these better. Get a better process for filming some of these things and editing some of these things, but I'm mainly going to call this a review rather than reaction. We're going to talk about some stuff and then I'll show some clips of the footage that I did manage to get from the concert after each of these clips. I want to preface by saying it was an amazing show. Had a really good time. Ateez was super nice and super loud. I'm very glad I brought my concert grade earplugs for this one. Y'all are built different. I was lucky enough to be in the front row on the very far left side of the stage. I didn't have a particularly close view from the perspective of they weren't right in front of me all the time. I was in front of the main stage, but way off to the side. Still got some pretty decent footage, and we're going to start off with one of those now. I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out how these are ordered. Okay. Yeah, so we started off with some a quick VCR clip there. I'm not gonna focus on that too much. And here they all come out for their first song. Yeah, so they started off with Bouncy. And the first thing that came to me for this one was that they brought their live band, right? I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case, but they brought the live band, and the guys next to me, I had one of the guitarists and the drummer real close to me. And these guys were killing. So like kudos to the live band. They did an excellent job. They came out of the gate with Bouncy, like super high energy, and got to see like a lot of cool moments here. Mingy especially had like that really kind of cool walkout moment. In general, Bouncy is one of my favorite songs from Ateez. It's like probably my second favorite title track behind Work, which is still my absolute favorite, and we will get to that a little later. But like it was very neat. Like the smoke in this one made it a little harder for me to see from where I was at, but it was still kind of early in the night, so the sun hadn't gone down yet, so the smoke kind of did get in the way a little bit, but still a crazy performance. I think, you know, it's one of those ones where I hadn't put my earplugs in just yet, and so I was experiencing the full brunt of Ateez's vocals, and they are very loud, plus the sound system right next to me too. So it was after this that I ended up putting the earplugs in for the rest of the show. Luckily mine don't like kind of reduce sound quality, they just lower the decibel level to a manageable place, and I was much more comfortable after that. I will say that this is not going to be like an exhaustive show of the entire concert. I didn't take clips of the whole thing. I also wanted to experience it for myself, and when they got out onto the extended stage, they were very far from me. To take, you know, zoomed in video was difficult through the crowd. So there may not be clips for everything.
We start off strong with the opening, but we are not quite there yet. Are you ready to set everything on fire? Everyone, are you ready? Everyone, are you ready? Everyone, are you ready?
All right, let's light it up.
Burn out.
Okay, so yeah, the next performance that I got a recording of was Man on Fire. We also had a couple of tracks in between that. We had Fireworks and Line between that and Bouncy, but this was the next one that I ended up recording. To me, this one was really cool because they had that raised platform on the stage, so like I got a much better view of all of the members when they were on that platform. I got a good chance to see their full performance, unobstructed by the security guy and speakers set up way for their normal performances. And like Man on Fire is just like a vibey track in general that like was a good way to slide into the start of the solos, which is what was coming next right after this. And so like it was a like a really cool kind of moment in the show where you were getting this like vibe. Everything was red, like to symbolize the Man on Fire. Like it just kind of everything fit with the smoke and that I was talking about before. Just a neat vibe for the show. After that, Yuno's solo Slide to Me. Okay. Yeah. So next up was Slide to Me, and I think appropriately for the vibe of this track, it just started to get dark outside as this was coming on. And that smoke that I was complaining about a little bit, bouncy, went from being a bit of a visual hindrance to something that made him stand out amongst the rest of the performance. In his kind of black outfit, he stood out very strongly against that smoke, and it made it for an easier time to distinguish where he was at performance through the whole thing. Not to mention just kind of like the smooth, almost Michael Jackson inspired performance that was going on was just a really, really nice touch. All in all, like I really loved all of the solos in this concert, and I think they did an excellent job of using them in a way to like prevent there being downtime set list. They literally did not stop except for the technical issue, which we'll get to, through pretty much the entire concert. They were like bang, 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 let's go. And really, really did not pause for air, because I think they used, the individual solo performances as a way to rest in between, which was was definitely a cool experience. Yeah. Okay. So next up was We Know. And like I said, that's not directly what was next. It was the next one I filmed. The cool thing about this one was the rising platform, the staircase platform they had going on in this one. I think it added a lot of verticality to the performance and kind of gave you like something to draw your eye throughout it. Once again, like the kind of darker, smokier feel to the stage at this point was really quite nice. Jungho really kind of crushed this. In my opinion, this was his song, his performance. All of them are amazing, but some of his high notes, I think this was one of the earliest examples in the concert where I was just kind of floored by how ridiculous his voice is live. The man can sing his ass off. 6 Ways to Sunday. Forgive me if this is a little rambling. I'm still not 100% sure. I like the way that we're doing this format, but here we are. Oh, I did want to mention too, because I am wearing my tour shirt from the concert, that this may be the most comfortable tour shirt that I've ever got. It's like Ateez does not mess around with its merch. That was another thing that was really cool. Although the line was hell. Okay. Yeah, I was sad about this. I did try and catch Legacy because it was one of my favorite songs on the In Your Fantasy edition. I really wanted to get some footage of it, but Yeosang almost immediately went all the way out to the extended stage, and it was hard to get good quality footage of it. That being said, he absolutely crushed that song, and that performance was wild. Like I gotta say, Legacy is one of those songs where like it made me go, oh yeah, we need more of this from Yeosang, please and thank you. I did get a video for the next song, which was Gorilla, and this was another one of those ones where it was just like, even with the headphones on, or not the headphones, the earplugs on, 18E was so loud during the Break the Wall segments and pretty much everything else. They absolutely brought down the house. Yeah, check it out. I wonder if you can. I wonder if you guys can hear it in the video itself. I think my iPhone literally changed the way it was recording audio during Break the Wall segment, where it became a little more muffled or subdued, even though it was going so hard. It felt like the rest of the recording didn't have quite the audio fidelity after that. It was insane. I did take my earbud out for just a second during that performance to really kind of drink in what the whole thing was, and I regretted it almost immediately. Put those things back in and went, yep, that's a good thing we had that. Captain and Jungho again in Gorilla go absolutely nuts. Everybody was going crazy, but those two have the killing points in that song. Whether it's Hongjun's scream at the beginning or Jungho's insane high notes near the end are kind of the highlights of it for me personally. So I did try to record Sagittarius and In Your Light, or To Be Your Light. The problem with those two in particular was that the lighting situation for those stages made filming them a blurry nightmare. So they just kind of look like trash on my camera, so I didn't end up keeping them. But both Jungho and Wooyoung did incredible jobs with their vocals, just absolutely crushing it. Jungho's like To Be Your Light is just like the epitome of like K-drama OST ballad, and like crazy stable vocals. So that was just like a really nice performance. And Sagittarius is just like pure sass and like really cool kind of dance performance, again with one of those rising platforms in it that I just really enjoyed, because it was easy to see. This is a shorter clip from one of the performances, but I thought it was really cool the way Hongjun and I believe it was was introducing members of the band to the audience. Like had some cool clips, and Hongjun was getting really close to us at that point. So nice little bit of footage there. Okay, so the next clip I have here is Outlaw. We definitely missed a couple of good songs in here in the recording. I was vibing really hard at the concert, just didn't end up filming them. But we have Outlaw here, and this was really interesting because they brought out like these kind of cages that would interconnect to form kind of like jail cells for the performance. And I think it was a really neat visual effect.
I got that ta-ta-ta 오늘도 소리 도망간 힘을 내는 새끼들이 흔들어져 기고 맘이 허기고 성기고 뒤져봤지 나는 나스 마셔 내가 온거 속에 저대로 넣었어 이런 번지 버블한테 저달라서 가만 없어 후회 따위 없어 사고 나니 천성이 고약해서 없어 I wanna know I'm on fire 손을 넘지 마 집어넣지 마 Let's keep it
Okay, so it was around this time in the concert that they had their technical difficulty. Right before Mingy's stage, Roar, they had a difficulty with the microphones where they just stopped working. And Mingy ran off stage and went back to try and get his mic fixed for the next performance. And then Hongjun and the rest of the guys came out to vamp a little bit for a while. It was kind of crazy to the point where like San ran back, grabbed Hongjun an iPad, and he was writing things like 5 minutes please on the iPad and showing it to the camera to tell everybody that their mics weren't working. And they were just kind of like vibing and interacting with Ateez during that. I think it was, roughly 5-10 minutes of difficulty before they got back on. They mentioned a couple of times that this was it rained the last time they were in New York at Citi Field, and this time they were having the technical difficulty. So something always kind of seems to go wrong when they're at this venue, which is pretty funny. That being said, like prior to that, after Outlaw, but prior to Roar, got number 1 from Hongjun, and he did a full DJ set. I was a little upset because the DJ set was recessed to the main stage, so I couldn't really get a clear view of it to take footage. I could see it on the LCD, obviously, but I like to, when I'm recording stuff, not to record the screen, but to record the artists themselves. But he put on a crazy set for that DJ element. I was not expecting that. I was kind of just like going, oh hell, we're getting a full DJ set here as part of the performance, and he just kind of knocked it out of the park. He has so much swag, like in real life. The man is like, I'd say 75% swag, just like of his body percentage, that 75% of that is swag. And he was just very much owning it, and it felt like a club for like 3-4 minutes while he was performing. Really neat. Roar, which came after that, Mingi's performance, and he just kind of like, speaking of swag, came out and just really tore down the house, and like he didn't show any signs of being thrown off by the technical difficulties, because he came right after that, and really just kind of put out a very strong hip-hop performance. Obviously he wrote that song so that Ateez would bark at him in the concert. It worked. Ateez was barking like crazy through the whole thing, myself included. Yeah, just a very fun time. The next part of the show had some of my favorite songs in all of Ateez in it. Like Work was coming up next, Ice on My Teeth, Castle, Now This House Ain't a Home, and so on. I did not catch as many videos of these as I would have liked, because I just wanted to experience them myself, but we did catch some. Okay, so you may notice for the work videos and a couple other videos, there's like a jump in quality in the recording. I was using for specific songs that because I had limited drive space, specific songs I used the ProRes format on my phone to record in, and so work just looks absolutely fantastic and is probably going to be one of those videos that I just continually rewatch. The performance was amazing. The video came out really well. I'm excited to show you guys. And just like, it is my favorite title track by Ateez. So I was just very, very pumped. All right.
What up? Gotta work, gotta make that money, make price. Yes. Gotta find close, someone make it right. Give a big flash when you see me live. Gotta work. Gotta make that money, make price. Gotta find close, someone make it right. Gotta get that money, get burned. Gotta work.
눈뜨면 샥샥 힘이 되는 golden flame 이제만 도착 LA to Tokyo 시차에 맞게 고른 시계 classic time 내가 움직이면 빗다지지 gorgeous 어디가 또 튀어나와 breaking news 하루 종일 내 노래가 나와 radio 이들은 춤을 추는 flamingo 어느 내 시간은 금이라서 adios 여기서 또 보는 this day on 24시간 더 이상 주말 쉴 없지 난 실력도 보는 no
Gotta work. Gotta make that money, make price. Gotta find girls so I make it work. Give a real record when you see me on the road.
Gotta make that money, make price. Gotta find girls so I make it work. Gotta get that credit, get price. Gotta work. Gotta make that money, make price. 달려 shake shake. Gotta get change. 내가 마시 마시. 뭐가 됐지? 무시 됐지?
내가 마치 해줄게. 하늘에서 물어봐도 싫은데. I quit this all of the fun. Killing that don't want to make. Give a real pressure when you see me on the road.
우리 지금 하늘저 위로
You can find me where I stay. Gotta make that money, make price. Money, make price. Gotta make that money, make price. Money, make price. Gotta make that money, make.
Yeah. After that, Ice on My Teeth was one of the other songs that I did use the ProRes format for. It looked great. They killed it. That song in general is just a total vibe. It is my first, I think Ice on My Teeth was my first comeback with Ateez, if I remember correctly. We listened to that as it came out, and then we waited for the rest of the album to get through the rest of the album later in the deep dive. But we did listen to Ice on My Teeth as it dropped, and I was really excited about it.
You wanna die? Take it, put it in a good and put it down,
the next couple of videos we do have are some vertical videos of like interactions that they were having with us as they got closer to me personally. Yeah, I will say that, like, I think 2/3 of the bias line ended up chilling out over by us for at least a portion of the show. You know, Hongjun definitely were the two that hung out over there the most. But it was definitely very fun. And that was during the medley. Yeah. So, at a certain point near the end there, when we were getting close to the encore, a good chunk of the set list was like this cool medley of hits that they had. They didn't do like full parts, the full songs for like, I think 4 or 5 songs. They did a nice little medley of sections of it. That was really fun. And then I think I finished filming with The Real, and I didn't get the whole song, unfortunately, but And that was the end of my recordings. They had a few minutes after that, but they just kind of wrapped it up. I will say that this show was just absolutely a blast. I've been to quite a few K-pop concerts at this point, thanks to you guys here on the channel supporting me. But this was a definite experience. I think they did an excellent job of putting this show together, making it feel like it ran seamlessly from start to end. Yes, there was the technical hiccup, but they handled it very professionally and comedically. They were consummate entertainers through the whole thing. I think I wish I had somebody there with me to film the whole thing, or do some like vlogging bits in between, but I am terrible at that. So this is kind of the format we're at for now. Maybe that'll change as I do Lollapalooza and Blackpink this summer, but for now, this is kind of where we're at. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this is a bit of a weird format and a little bit different than usual, but I had an absolute blast. I would 100% go again if they can't. The next time they come back. I think I had a wonderful time meeting Ateez at the show. Everybody was super kind. I went by myself. I ran into people of, all sorts, and everybody was extremely, extremely kind, generous, and just excited to talk about Ateez and the different music and everything, and walked away with a couple freebie bags, and just had an absolute time. So I just want to say to all the Ateez who were in New York who were there and extremely welcoming, thank you so much for making it an incredible experience. And for everyone here on the channel to introduced me to Ateez, thank you very much, because I just, this is one of those experiences that I will remember for a long time to come. But that's gonna do it for us for today, guys. So until next time, love you. Bye.